Hello, my super lovely, beautiful souls. Lizzie the Lightworker here. And if you are joining me for the first time, I welcome you, and I do hope that you will hit that subscribe button so that you can stick around and see the very interesting, cool, loving, healing spreads of tarot cards that I do. And if you are returning to me, welcome back. And I hope that you will enjoy today's video. It's going to be for our Pisces soulmate reading, okay? It's going to be rather general, but it could apply to you, could resonate with you. Some of it could resonate, some of it could not. So just keep that in mind, okay? Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to get 5 cards out, and we're going to ask questions to the cards that can give us some insight or detail into what Pisces soulmate could have been like or is like in this life, okay? As a lot of you know, in the spiritual community, we all have multiple soulmates, okay? Our souls travel in groups. So you have a soul family and you have a soul group. So this could simply be someone from your soul group, okay? We are definitely destined to meet soulmates. They do have a very significant importance to our life paths. They are part of what we have agreed to do as part of work and burning off karma that we come back into this life. They're very different from karmic contract relationships. They're very different from twin flame relationships, okay? A lot of the time we get so hung up on our twin flame relationships that we forget about our soulmates, and our soulmates are so important to us. They are part of our growth, and they're part of our, forgiveness and building us up for higher love and higher purposes. And they're definitely people that we have known, and the energy just feels so calm and so comforting between the two of you. It's very similar to twin flame, okay? So let's get into this, and what we're going to do is just cut this deck right in half. That's the way I like to do it. And we're going to say, what brought you and your soulmate together? Why fate brought you and your soulmate together? Okay, so I'm feeling like partnership. This could be something that has to do with what you work on together in this life. You could have agreed to be partners. Maybe you're business partners. Maybe you work well together. Maybe this is somebody in your workplace that you have blossomed a beautiful friendship with, or you feel a heavy connection with. Either way, it's somebody that helps you maybe develop your career, develop your social skills, sort of give you confidence. Maybe somebody that helps you with ideas, and there's shared passions between the two of you. You might have a ton of things in common and just feel really secure together. Like, it is definitely a partnership here, okay? And this also could be love, okay? This is like love relationship to me. This is definitely having something to share with the other person, wanting to give them the world, wanting them to be part of your world, having the strength, you need to go forward into the world, in the business world, in everyday life, and being sort of disciplined with your ideas, and sort of knowing what you want. They would just be supportive of you of these things. That's what that would feel like. You would have the most support out of this person, out of anybody in your life. That's how they would make you feel, okay? So strong partnership coming from that, okay? And I do feel like it's past life. So it's definitely repeating again here, and it's for the good. Okay, so what you two are supposed to accomplish together? What are you two soulmates supposed to accomplish together? Okay, now I'm going to say here that you're supposed to help each other realize, I'm going to say painful things, okay? We all have things that we have a difficult time coping with, and life can be a bit of a juggling act, and it's very hard to keep things in balance. This has to do with the way that you think things through. When you get stuck in bad energy that brings you down, and you think that there's no release of this, you feel like there's no way out, you feel like you're imprisoned sort of in your mind. It's very solitary and confined. You're confined by thoughts, confined by a way of thinking, always sort of thinking that nothing can get better, or that you need a rescue and you're not able to rely on yourself, okay? That is something that soulmates definitely can help each other with. Sort of getting out of that energy, supporting each other, lifting each other up, sort of comforting each other, listening to each other's sorrows, helping each other heal, helping each other learn lessons that are needed, okay? Certainly, a lesson with this card is definitely get out of your own head and sort of release yourself from any mental burdens that are holding you down, or any grief that's not letting you move. Okay, so that's something that you guys would have to accomplish. I feel like it's very committed. This person could be your best friend. They could be your lover. They could be a family member. It doesn't matter. Your soulmate doesn't have to be any specific person, like family, race, creed, gender. That means nothing. Your souls just recognize each other, and they can build upon sort of supportive relationship. They can build a supportive relationship, is what I mean to say, where it's sort of equal. Okay, it's definitely equal. There's equal balance here. There's no unfairness. It's not all one-sided. This is definitely supportive. So yes, I feel like you have to help each other, learn to overcome things, and be there for each other. Okay, so what are some blocks? Some blocks could be ego. I don't know if one of you has more of an egotistical vibe than the other. Somebody who is a bit more competitive when it comes to life, money, work, but definitely very driven, very protective over each other. I would say you want good things for each other, but I feel like one of you may be a bit jealous of the other at times, and it's ego driven, okay? Because you care about each other so much, you sort of one of you wants to feel like you're in the same energy, okay? If one of you is doing better than the other, there's a little bit of resentment there, but it's out of the fact that your energies are supposed to stay lined up, if that makes any sense. You're supposed to stay like equal to each other. So if one of you is doing better than the other, it might be important to help the other one either rise up or accept that, or pay some more attention to their situation that they might need help with, or they might need some advice with. Be forgiving of that. Don't let the resentment build up, and sort of just be open to helping each other to keep moving up. But yeah, I'm just feeling a little bit of maybe some impatience that could get in the way sometimes. I would say impatience. I would say ego. Maybe even one of you lacks confidence and the other one has more confidence. So they have to show you, or you have to show them, how to be confident and how to be motivated and manifest and not waste time and sort of attack your goals. Right, so definitely maybe there's some issues with goals, and the soulmate is supposed to rise up to help you achieve these goals and show you that you're somebody, and show you that you mean something and that you're powerful and courageous. Okay, what helps the two of you? Okay, intuition. There's a strong sense of intuition here, and also pointing out things to each other. One of you might be more intuitive than the other, or it could shift, and then the other one is more intuitive. There's an intuition balance here between the two of you, that you would point things out when things are wrong, or things are shady, or things are funny, or another friend comes into the picture and you don't trust that person. It's for a reason, and you speak up and you tell them, look, something's not right here. Using that intuition to help each other, definitely, to come out of the darker times, sort of following things in cycles and supporting each other through cycles. Trying to erase each other's disillusions about life and about situations, and sort of staying focused. I believe that. Okay, so that is something that you guys in this soulmates, you have to use that intuition. Okay. All right. So advice for the journey between the two of you. Okay, So I would say between the two of you, you are definitely going to have to watch out for communication issues or communication barriers in the way you speak to each other. Because this is a card of sort of, could be sometimes cruel words or words that hurt. Okay, so even with this Knight of Wands here, King of Wands here, that's a very strong energy for like speaking your mind, okay? Sometimes we gotta watch what we say. It's like you can be too blunt, and that could be hurtful, because this is also about like hurtful words, okay? So yeah, that's what I'm feeling with that. It has to do with communication, sort of how you use that energy. It's mental energy. The way you use that mental energy, the way you fight for each other, the way that you speak to each other, the things that you say to each other. There could be like insecurity as a result of that. Sort of like when you feel like, you have to say this to this person. You can't let them get away with it, or you can't let them like go off thinking that, maybe you had an argument and they won the argument. There's an air to that about being right and wanting to be just and see justice in things. But yeah, it's a little bit of a hostile energy. So I would say just try to keep a little bit of a control on that, okay? So now let's get one card to sort of finish this up, and we're going to go with Psychic Tarot for the heart. I'm just going to split the deck a couple of times here and see what we get, okay? And it'll just be like a clarifier sort of advice. Okay, so manifest. Together, I believe that you both can manifest beautiful things within your own lives. The whole point of this reading, I feel like, is to uplift each other, okay? Make each other see things that you don't want to see. Face harsh lessons together. Celebrate each other. Support each other when it's needed. Never abandon each other. Even though when times get tough, you guys might have separation periods. Soulmates can have separation periods, but they sort of always come back together no matter what. It's because your soul calls out for this person. Your soul recognizes this person and this person's energy. And it's important to have those connections when we're here. All right. And things that go in cycles in between that time, sometimes you take breaks because you have to manifest some things on your own, or you have to come to some realizations on your own. But I guarantee you that your soulmate always will push you to that in some ways. They'll always push you to a hard lesson, and they might be there to sort of be the safety net or lessen the blow a bit, and sometimes they're not, and there's always a lesson in between that time. Okay? All right, guys? I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know what you think in the comments. And if you would like to see any more readings, astrology pairings or twin flame readings, or love readings, anything that you would like to see, please let me know. I'll be glad to do them. And as always, guys, many, many blessings. Thank you so much for watching.